Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about methods in list. So let's get started. Our topic is methods in list. The first method is append. So append is a method which is used to add elements to the end of the list. So this is append method is used to add elements to the end of the list. So this is the use case of append. So let's take a list and I name it as my list and insert some elements like Harry 24 something 2 1 plus 4j. So I taken my list as my list and I put some elements in this list. So I want to append some elements to this list. So to append, so append means adding elements to the end of the list. To add elements at the end of the list, I said we can use append method. So my list dot append can add elements to the end of the list. So I want to add Groot to the end of the list. So if I print my list, so if I run the program, you can see Groot is added to the end of the list. In the initial stage, we have Harry 24, true, and 1 plus 4j in our list. So when I append Groot to the list, it is added to the end of the list. So this is about the append method. So basically append method is used to add elements to the end of the list. And remember one point, it is used to add only one element to the end of the list. So if I want to add two elements, you can see I want to add, well, you can see there is error in the program. So here what is that error? List.append takes exactly one argument. So this is append method takes only one argument, and in that argument we can pass the element which we want to add to the end of the list. So this is about the append method. So the second method I want to talk is pop method. So pop is the exact opposite of append method. So as I said, append is to add elements to the end of the list. What is its opposite? To remove element from the end of the list. So to remove elements from the end of the list. So let's see an example. Take the same list. So here we can see I want to open. So I didn't pass any argument in the pop method, and if I print my list, you can see if I run the program, the element we recently added to the list, which is Groot, had been removed from our list. So if you see the output, second output. So this is the pop method. So pop method is used to remove an element from the end of the list if we didn't pass any index. So if we do not pass any index, it removes the end of the list. If you pass index number, if I pass 1, let's see. So it removes the element at the 1 index. So in the 1 index we have 24. So in the 1 index we have 24 and 24 is removed from our list. So this is about pop method. So pop is used to remove an element from the end of the list. If we do not give any index in the pop method arguments, it removes the last element from the list. If we given any index number, the element at that index in the list will be removed. So this is about pop method. The next method let's talk about insert method. In the name itself it tells. So insert is used to add elements in the list at a specified location. So it is specified index. So at which index you want to add an element. So if you want to add an element at your required index, you can use insert method. So similar to this one, but we can add it our required location. So and the insert method takes two parameters. The first one is index number and the second one is the value you want to pass. Remember this. So and I want to add insert method. It takes two parameters. The first one is index number. So I want to add the first index. I want to add rocket. So if I run the program, we can see rocket is added at the index number 1. So insert method is used to add elements at the specified index, our required index. So this is about the insert method. And the next method is remove method. So remove method is similar to pop method, but in remove method, we pass the element we want to delete. In pop method, we pass the index number of the element we want to remove. In remove method, we pass the element itself. So it is also removes elements from the list. So I want to remove 1 plus 4j from my list. So simply use remove method. In remove method, just pass 1 plus 4j. So if you see 1 plus 4j is removed from our list. So if you see in the output, so after true we have 1 plus 4j in our list in the previous iteration. If you see now 1 plus 4j is removed from our list now because we pass the 1 plus 4j to our remove method. So remove method is basically used to remove element from the list by passing the element itself. So pop method is used to remove element from the end of the list and also remove the element by using its index number. If you don't know the index number, you can use remove method. If you know the index number, you can use pop method. So this is about remove method. So so far now we talked about 4 methods and all these methods are about inserting and deleting elements from the list. So next method, we can use count method to see how many times a specific element appears in our list. So number of times an element appears in our list. So I want to see number of times. Count method also takes only one parameter, which is the element. So I want to see how many times Harry appears in the list. So let's assign this to a variable. So let's print it. If you see, Harry appears one time in the list. So we get 1 as output. So I want to see, let's take an element which is not in our list. So let's take it's 0. So if the element does not, if the element is not present in our list, it gives us 0 as the output. If the element present, let's take another example for this count method and another list also. So list 1, we give this, and so we take in some elements. So I taken some new list, and I want to count how many times 1 appears in list. If you see 1 appears 3 times in our list, let's see, it returns the correct value. So I return the wrong list name. List 1. So if you see, count appears, 1 appears 3 times in our list. So let's count 1, 2, 3. So 1 appears 3 times in our list. So the count gives how many times a specific element appears in our list. So this is about the count method. And we all know length method. So length method is used to give how many elements present in our list. So simply it gives the size of the list. So our size of list is 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 elements in our list. So the size or the length of the list is 6. So far we completed 6 methods. 6 methods, yeah, we completed 6 methods. And let's talk about another method, copy method. So in the name itself, it tells that it is used to copy one list into another list. So if you want to copy the list elements from one list to another list, you can use this copy method. Copies elements in one list to another list. So we have list 1. So I want to copy list 1 to another list. So I want to copy list 1 into list 2. So list 1 dot copy into list 2. Let's see. So if you see in the list 2, all the elements in the list 1 appears. In the list 1 we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the list 2, we also have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to copy a list into another list, just simply use the copy method. So the next method I want to talk about is clear method. So what does this clear method do? So this clear method simply deletes all elements, removes all elements from the specific list. Clear method, what does it do? It removes all elements from the list. So let's see, does it do what it is said to do? So I want to clear list 2. List 2. And if we print our list 2, see, our list 2 is empty. All the elements in our list 2 is deleted, removed, because we used clear method here. So this is about the clear method. So basically it removes all the elements from our list and it returns the empty list. So far we talked how many methods, maybe 8 or 9 methods. So let's talk how to reverse the list and sort the list. For this we have a reverse method. It reverses the order of the elements in the list. And the next one is sort method. So it sorts the elements in the list. Sorting means either arranging the elements in either ascending order or descending order. So it sorts elements in list. Let's see these two methods. So let's see. Let's take our list 1. I want to reverse this list. So to reverse list, we use reverse method. If I print my list 1, let's see the output. So we have in the previous one we have 1 triple 1 2 3 4. Now we have 4 3 2 triple 1 in our list. So the reverse method reverses the order of the elements in list. So if you want to reverse your elements in your list, you can use reverse method. So I want to sort my list. So I want to sort my list. So I can use sort method. I print my list 1. Let's see. So it gives the ascending order of the elements in the list. So in previous we have 4 3 2 triple 1. Now we have 1 1 1 2 3 4. So 1 is less than 2, 2 is less than 3, 3 is less than 4. So the sort method gives elements in our list in ascending order. So if you want to arrange your elements either in ascending or descending order, you can simply use sort method. So if you want to reverse your list, you can use reverse method. So and also I want to know the index no, I want to know how to add multiple elements to the list. Previously we see how to add single element to the list at the end, and also how to add single element to the list some specific position. Now I want to add multiple elements. How can I do it? So to add multiple elements to the list, you can simply use extend method. So extend method, add multiple elements to the list. We use this method. Multiple elements in the sense we can add another list to this list. So let's see, I want to add list 1. I take another list as list 3. List 3. So in this list 3, I just add 10 and 20. So I want to add this 10 and 20 to my list 1. And for this we have extend method. In extend method, I pass the argument as list 3. So now I print my list 1. So let's see the output. If we can see, to our list 1, 20 and 10 and 20 is added to the end of the list. So we added 2 elements to the list. So to add multiple elements to the end of the list, we can simply use extend method. So if we want to add single element, we can use append or insert method. If we want to add multiple elements, we can use extend method, which adds elements to end of our list. So this is about the extend method. And our last method is index method. Index method returns the first appearance of the element in the list. So where our element first appears in our list. So it returns the index of first appearance of element. So in list 1 we have 1, 111, 2, 3, 4, 10 and 20. So I want to know where 2 is placed in our list. So what is the position of the 2? So what is the index number of 2? So I want to see. So for this we use index method. In index method, I want to see the index number of 2. So I pass 2 and I assign it to a variable index. So let me try to print this variable. So if I print index variable, we can see. So the index number of 2 is 3. So let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is correct. So I pass another element. I pass 1. So there are 3 ones in our list. So one at 0th index, another one at 1 index, and another one at 2 index. But it returns 0. Why? So as I said, index method returns the first appearance of the element in the list. The index number of first appearance of element in the list. So 1 appears first at the 0th index. So it returns the 0 index. So this is about the index method, and all of these are the built-in methods of list. So I also put this theoretical part and the program in the description. Check the description, and thank you for watching this video.